What's in a name? A history, a tradition, and a legacy of service to God and mankind. It all goes back to 1842 when Father Wallace Shelton founded Zion Baptist Church with just 40 pioneering members.
Oh, come, let us go back to God, go back to God. Come on. Let's go back to God.
The church was located on Cincinnati's Plum Street across from the banks of the Ohio River. From this location, the group was active in the Underground Railroad system, the route through which many slaves escaped from the bondage of plantations in the South to freedom in the North.
This has been taking place over a long period of time. And we feel that in order to move the dime, to make progress, we're going to have to focus on education. And when I say education, I'm talking about focusing on changing people's attitudes and changing their behavior so that they can have what is necessary to move themselves ahead.
Reverend Dr. B.F. Reid, Zion's 13th pastor, continued the history, tradition, and legacy of service to God and mankind. A dynamic educator, Reverend Dr. Reid built a national reputation for the church as a leader in both academic and Christian education. Under his leadership, Zion established an accredited school of religious education, and scores of students went on to college and higher education because of his influence. Under the visionary leadership of the Reverend Dr. L.V. Booth, Zion's 14th pastor, Zion Baptist Church made great strides in building on its history, tradition, and legacy of service to God and the community.
With the degeneration of the home environment, and the home is not there to do some of the educating that needs to be done even before they go to school, we feel that as an institution in the community, we need to reach out and do more of that. And that is why our programs typically work with young people in the early stages.
Zion became a force in providing housing assistance to the elderly and low-income households who were being displaced due to urban renewal in Cincinnati. Beginning in 1967, 5 Zion-sponsored housing complexes were developed.
I believe that what we are doing is going to help in the long run. It's going to help make a better community. It's going to make a better families, better children, and overall, it's going to prevent a lot of crime and other things that happening in the community that's undesirable.
The greatest challenge we have, of course, is connecting with the parents in the community, getting them excited about working with their children so that we can come in and work with the children. That is one of the biggest obstacles we have. But we are persistent. We are not going to give up because we know that our future is dependent upon how well we educate the next generation.
The challenges of life in the 21st century required a reassessment of how we help the community. Consider these facts. 70% of all African American newborns are to unmarried single mothers, many of which are not prepared to support a child economically or emotionally. Today, holistic educational programs combining academic, vocational, and spiritual components are necessary to rebuild inner-city communities from the inside out. Individuals, families, and communities need to be restored with the love, peace, and sense of community that was part of our past. Shelton-Reid Incorporated was formed to be a catalyst in this transformational process. As a tax-exempt public charity, the organization partners with churches, schools, and other community-based organizations to achieve its mission of transforming lives through Christian ideals and self-help initiatives.
They enjoy what they learn, that they're getting 3 components. So it's not just all about academics, it's still a little bit of fun, it's sort of a type of camp, but also the fact that they're getting something in moral fiber.
The Zion Summer Enrichment Program was conceived by Zion's current pastor, the Reverend James H. Cantrell, in the summer of 2006. This educational outreach component was designed to enrich young lives by providing children with a chance for better careers, by exposing them to another side of life. This included taking them on field trips and other points of interest.
I think church, Christian values is a foundation of family and of people and society. And then the fact that a lot of these students don't get exposed to the different careers that are out there. Being a teacher, I see so many students who want to be the pro football players, pro basketball players, not realizing that there are other careers out there beyond just the sports and the music and the dancing.
The Men's Conference 2010, held earlier this year, was given the theme of Men in Spiritual Warfare. The conference attracted 100 men from the community to discuss and discover solutions to issues that keep men from assuming an active role in the growth and development of their families.
We didn't really start out to have a children's ministry, but we started really thinking about, at one point we just thought about, well, what happens if we can get the children before they become adults? And so that's our goal now, is to get the children and tell them about this wonderful, incredible Jesus who can change their life and wants to change their life.
Partnering with the Mosaic Vineyard Church is a shining example of Shelton-Reid's mission of breaking down the barriers to work cooperatively. Pastors Deb and Hal McIntosh operate an after-school ministry at South Avondale Elementary School.
We were invited to come into a prayer meeting, and we kind of met Mr. Blanks through that prayer meeting, and then all of a sudden he just showed up on a Wednesday night, came in, and he has such a heart for children. It was really strange the way his heart and our heart are on the same, we have the same vision. We had the same vision, so we automatically connected. There was just an instant connect, and he's just a wonderful, awesome man, and we actually felt like he was an answer to prayer.
The church-like gathering serves over 65 children and their parents each Wednesday night with a hot meal, fun, and instructions for living a productive, Christ-centered life.
Our theme tonight is home, church, and school working together for stronger families and stronger communities. That's the theme. So we want people to understand this theme, to take it really seriously, and know that by working together, the home, church, and the school, we can solve this problem. And that may be the only solution that we have over the long term. Anything less than that is a short-term fix.
There is still much work to do as we strive to rebuild our communities by strengthening the minds and hearts of our families through the love of Christ and His power to transform lives. Your gifts, your volunteering, your commitments to this mission can help put it all back together